everyone, welcome to my channel, So Sweet Samuel. My name's Lindsay and this is episode number 36. Don't adjust your screens, you are seeing me twice in 1 week. So this is the video where I can show you the things I've made for my mum for her birthday and other bits I've made as well. So first of all, thank you very much for any returning viewers and thank you to all my new subscribers. I've had a little flurry of new subscribers over the last few weeks, so thank you very, very much to those of you that are stopping by and spending some crafty time with me. And also thank you very much for all the lovely comments you put on my last video where we were having a chat with my mum. She was quite shocked that everybody was sort of pleased to see her and made some lovely comments. It was really, really nice. And there was lots of new comments from people I didn't recognise, lots of comments from people I did recognise, but lots of comments from people I didn't recognise. So thank you ever so much. It's really nice to see them. Just get things out of my bag actually. So I apologise for last week that my video ended up being in 2 parts, but my phone for some unknown reason decided it didn't have enough storage. Don't ask me why, but it just decided it was going to stop filming. So there we go. So it was a bit annoying. So hopefully this one won't do the same. Hopefully we'll be able to do this all in one piece, because last time it just stopped abruptly, which was rather annoying. So I've got a couple of finished objects to show you, a couple of works in progress, a couple of plans. Some plans will be long term, but I know there were some things I didn't manage to show you last week. I think one of the thumbnails in the second part of the video, I showed you some yarn I bought when I was up in Suffolk at Rupert's christening. I showed you lots of sock wool in that second part of the video, and there was also some other yarn which I didn't manage to talk about because the video just cut off. So I'm going to show you my finished projects. So first off, I brought this panel at Ali Pali last October when I went with Kay, and I think, well, it was a bag and it had a printed panel on it, and the idea was that you were to sew on it. It was, I don't know which stall it was on, but it was designed to be sort of done as red work. But I was away last weekend with my lovely crafting friends and I took it with me. So I've only had this since October, but I decided that I wanted to make this for my mum for her birthday, as she can use it as like a project bag, but I didn't want to do it in red work. I wanted to add some colour to it. So this is the bag, and I think it cost me, I'm going to say just over £1 or something. So it's just a linen bag with handles, and then this was just printed on. It's a little mouse with her little wheelbarrow and some flowers. So I've just I used 3 strands of embroidery thread, just DMC, mainly DMC. I think there was a couple of colours that were Anchor, but mainly DMC, and I've just only done backstitch. That's all I've done. I could have done more if I'd had more time, but it was just a project. I started it last Saturday morning. Last Sunday morning I started this, and I finished it about 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, or 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So this is just going to be a little bag that my mum can use to keep her knitting in. She loves her garden, she loves her flowers. So I thought this was perfect for my mum. And I've just added there, I took my button tin with me and I just added a little ladybird button there. I added a heart button, and then I added like a little teardroppy shaped button there onto that flower, because that had that shape to be embroidered. And then my friend Silvana picked out a love heart button to go on that one. That was hiding under the embroidery hoop. So when I thought I'd finish, I took the embroidery hoop off. I found I still had another flower. I just added some plain white buttons there on the wheels, a larger button there on that flower. And there I just added some, I didn't do French knots, I just did some little straight lines. But I think my mum will quite like that. And then I wrote in a heat erasable pen, Mum, and just backstitched over that. So I think my mum will be happy with that. So that will double as a gift bag tomorrow. I'll put her presents in there, and then she can also use that as her sewing bag or her knitting bag as well. So I think my mum will be quite pleased with that. Hopefully she will. And when I was putting things away the other day, I found some more panels, and they were just linen panels. I didn't bring them out here with me, but they were Christmas ones. So I think I bought 3. They were all the same. So I'm going to do one solely in red, and I'm going to do one in different, and the other 2 I'll do it all in different colours, and then I will attach them to a piece of fabric and make gift bags with those, like little knitting bags, maybe for friends. Whoever I do my advent swap with this year, I'll probably use that as an advent swap bag. Way to where we were going, I finished knitting the foot and the toe, and I cast off the toe as I finished eating my lunch last Friday in our lovely Airbnb. We stayed in a really nice Airbnb in Frinton-on-Sea last Friday, Saturday and Sunday. There were 9 of us girls there, and it was lovely. So this is, as some of you have confirmed, is yarn from Giddy Yarns, and it's a snowman colourway. It was the Christmas Eve cast on, so they are also going to go to my mum's, to my mum for Christmas, for her birthday. Tomorrow, it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 84 tomorrow.
So we probably might film a tiny video, like literally like a 10-minute, just of like how the day was.
We probably won't, because I don't think she wants to be in this video.
Well, you never know.
We'll see. I'm going to make her a birthday cake after.
Yeah, well, we'll film like happy birthday to you and opening presents and...
Okay. We'll see, Sonia.
Just
okay. Works in progress. So on Thursday, when I was round at my mum, I started a little jumper for Rupert. So it's just a little plain jumper, and this is being knit in Wendy Peter Pan. Oh, this is, look like this ball's done a round with Milo. Got this from Hobbycraft, and it's Denim Drift is the colourway. And I'm doing age 1 to 2 for Rupert. So that is the back, and I just cast on the front last night, and I'll show you the pattern. It goes up to age 2 to 3, I think, so from 0 to 6 months to 2 to 3, and that is the pattern. It's just perfectly plain, just got a garter stitch rib and a garter stitch, yeah, I think we did, garter stitch yoke, and then a little bit of garter stitch on the sleeves. Let me just take these off. Oh, I'm wearing a Billy jumper by Tilly and the Buttons. I'm not a sweatshirt person, but over Christmas, do you remember I brought that sweatshirt with the car and the Christmas tree on? And I love that. And I made this Billy jumper, probably about 3 years ago. And I don't wear it very often, but when I wore that sweatshirt at Christmas, I found it really cosy and warm. And this has got like a fleecy lining inside. So yesterday, I was so cold all day yesterday. This morning, I decided I was going to wear this. This is lovely. This is all I've got on, and it's lovely. It's quite long. I made it very long. I lengthened the pattern, so it is long, but it's lovely and cosy. So I've got some more fabric over there that I'd like to make another one. I was looking for something to do the other day, and I found, I knew I had this, but I hadn't made any more. This is the Rowan Christmas knit along midwinter blanket, and I just carried on making the first square. So this will be ready for this Christmas, but oh my goodness, I'm loving it. I think I've got to do 8 of this square, and I'm just making mine out of, it's a tweedy yarn, but it's just an acrylic yarn, but I'm really loving doing this. And I'm just following, it's a charted pattern, and I'm using, you probably all do this anyway, but this is the only way I could do it. I'm using a bit of washi tape so I know where I'm going. So yeah, it's Rowan Midwinter Blanket, Martin Story. I don't know if you can still get it, but I did that the other night, Wednesday night, I think I sat and did that while I was waiting for the dinner to cook. So I've just picked a grey and like a burgundy colour, but it's just a cheap wool. I got this from where did I get it from, Kay? wherever we went in October. Where did I go in October? I've already said, where have I got the bag from? Knitting and Stitching Show. That's where I got that wool from. And then, oh, it's over there. I can't really get it because I'll knock everything over. I'm making quite good progress on my jumper. I'll show that to you next time. Yeah, I'm making good progress on that. Got another pair of socks on the go. So travelling, the journey last week was about an hour and a half's journey each way, hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, hour and a half to 2 hours. So when I finished my sewing and got packed up last Sunday, I said to my friend Savannah, oh, I just need to cast on a pair of socks so I can knit in the car going home. So I cast on this footsie yarn, which I showed you last time. This is the watermelon. I thought I'd picked up the strawberry, but I picked up the watermelon. And I'm just knitting a pair of socks for myself. I am loving this. How many rounds did I do on the leg? So I did more because I really like it, watermelon. I did 40 rounds on the leg. I did 12 rounds rib. And I did 40 rounds on the leg. And I'm absolutely loving how this is knitting up. I think it's really cute. That's coming out very orangey, but it's not as orange as that in real life. But I thought I picked up the strawberry. Milo, stop growling.
Is
So
that the watermelon?
that's the watermelon one. So I'm loving that. Oh, mate, you being grumpy? You being grumpy? Works in purchases, because they're all my works in progress. So, are you grumpy? Are you grumpy? I bought this pattern the other day. It was a special for Knit in a Box.
Hello, I'm currently editing, and to answer the question,
You got the Rosh
it's
in it.
definitely
You got
raining.
the
It
The
is.
royal
You can't see it that well on camera, but
was a
it's
special
absolutely
Knit in a Box.
chucking it down. Yeah, you can't see it at all,
And it's cool.
but it is raining.
Cabin blanket.
You might see it there.
Oh my goodness,
I don't know.
it's absolutely beautiful.
But yeah.
And
You
I
can
thought at some
tell
point
by
maybe
all of the
Christmas
raindrops.
project to knit a nice
But
cozy
it's raining
blanket. So I
pretty
just bought
heavily
that
and
off of
pretty
Amazon.
quickly.
It wasn't available in from Knit in a Box. So I bought a Knit in the Box, and this arrived really quickly. I bought the child boy. It came with this pattern. I'm not sure. I'm going to show this to Mum, and I might ask Mum to make this for Rupert because I don't think I can make this. Samuel's had the sweet treats out of here. It came with a crunchy, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Came with some beeswax candles. They look really pretty. £22 this box, which seems a lot, but when you work out the cost of yarn, it's actually not that bad. Oh, they're really pretty candles. Look, they look like honeycomb, and look at they're all wrapped round. They must be sheets of honeycomb. I don't know how they made them, but they're very pretty. So 3 candles made with 100% natural beeswax, and then this is the yarn. So I've got 4 balls of this. So I might see if Mum, it will take 2 balls to knit Rupert's size. So I might see if Mum will knit that for Rupert. I'll check with Megan and see if she likes the pattern.
Do they know who
Yeah,
Megan is?
Yeah.
Rupert is.
Yeah. So if Megan doesn't like the pattern, then I'll find something different.
They obviously know who.
Yeah. And if not, I've got a ribbed pattern that I know Megan has seen, or Megan has sent me a ribbed pattern, not ribbed, cable pattern, that I could just do with that yarn, because it's only going to take 2 balls for Rupert anyway. While we were away in Suffolk last week, I brought, now you saw this on my thumbnail, the lady was wearing a cowl, and it was knit in Style Craft Colour Twist. So I bought 2 balls. In Bury St Edmunds, there's a nice little wool shop opposite a 1950s dress shop where I bought my dress that I wore for the christening. I bought these 2 balls of yarn to make a cowl, make a snood, and each ball can make a snood, and the pattern is inside. But she had added a little bit of this truffle, and this colourway is Does it have a colourway on it? Cookie dough. She'd added a couple of rounds of this to the start of the snood. She'd only added it to the start, but I might add it to the start and end of this. So that's going to be a gift for somebody knitted up, and this might be one for me knitted up. I like to keep my neck cosy in the winter, so that's the potential to, or one Christmas
Do it in
present.
West Ham colours for you.
Okay, babe. Okay, I still haven't started knitting up my Advent knit from Dandelion and Dogwoods. I've started it twice and ripped it back twice. Just seen something else. I've got another purchase over here. So last night I was talking to my friends on the knitting group and trying to work out what to knit. And I thought about knitting the Petite Knit Stockholm slipover in my Advent yarn because it's very pale. Okay, so it's all very, very pale. Very, very pale. So I was thinking, so I thought about doing the Stockholm slipover. Rustle, 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 rustle. And then it ends up probably being a bit more patisserie. Okay, the colourways were all patisserie, all cake themed. So I was thinking of doing the Petite Knits Stockholm slipover. Then somebody was talking about my favourite thing. She's just released camisole number 9, so I was thinking about doing that. But that looks quite fitted. But then I thought I've got no sleeves to worry about. But then I decided I'm going to support my friend Leah, and I have already got her pattern, the Summersorbettee. I think I'm going to knit the Summersorbettee by Leah Knits. Her patterns are beautiful. She's an independent designer and she's just started designing, and her patterns are beautiful. They've all been independently tested. I've also brought from Tales from Cuckoo Land, I brought the Herkle yarn, which is beautiful, from Gaynor from Tales from Cuckoo Land. This is yarn from Lay Family Yarn. I love to Herkle. Who else is Herkle? What are your plans for the Herkle? I wouldn't mind, actually, just looking at it now, I wouldn't mind making a hot water bottle cover with my Herkle. Double, would I have enough if I held that double? While I'm talking about this is all over the place today, isn't it? This is terrible. Do you remember last year I unwound my Green Lambkin Yarns advent calendar, because as much as I love him, Milo was just sleeping on it and it was very bright. The new Green Lambkin Yarns is open for subscriptions on the 1st of March if you wanted to sign up, and you buy it in instalments every month. You get a packet. And I was thinking I could knit this up with some floof to tone this down, and I was thinking of doing the Babbling Brook shawl. That. Oh, my servant's just brought me a cup of tea. Thank you, my darling. And the final things I want to talk to you about is, I have mentioned I put a community post up to say I'm thinking about doing a booktube. It'll be part of this YouTube page unless I decide to set up a new YouTube page. But I'm thinking, I read a lot of books and I listen to a lot of books, and I want to try and, not for every book, but for some books, I want to try and link a project, knitting, sewing, embroidery, whatever, to the book I'm reading. So I've just read The Woman Made of Snow, which was a Lucy Lockett recommendation, and I absolutely loved that. Highly recommend you read A Woman Made of Snow. And she sent, if you subscribe to it, you got sent this gorgeous yarn, including one of her own hand-dyed yarns. You got sent this. You can't get this now. With a view to crochet some slipper socks. Well, I will do that because I bought it. But I'm feeling that I would like to knit some socks in this grey, green, brown mixture colour to go with A Woman Made of Snow. So I am planning in the next week or two to start up my booktube channel with a crafty element to my booktube. So let me know in the comments down below whether that's something you'd be interested in, reading a book, or like book recommendations and a crafty aspect to it.
Picture on screen, probably above my head or over here where you might see my hand. Right, it's, well, you'll just read the thing on the screen.
Okay.
Oh, that's quite nice. It's got quite a vanilla taste.
That's a vanilla latte, isn't it? Is that an iced coffee? Okay.
It's an iced coffee. Well, they can see it on screen.
Okay. I'm going to shoot off now, and I'm going to make my mum a coffee cake for her birthday. She's coming around tomorrow with my sister for her birthday dinner. I'm embracing my curls. My hair has a natural wave to it, so I'm now doing the curly hair method. Let me know in the comments what you think, or whether I still look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. So this is my natural hair if I don't straighten it. So, okay, thanks for sticking with me if you have, for a lot of waffle. Normal service will be resumed in a week or two, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Is that meant to say I'm being annoying?
You're not annoying, darling. All right, thanks again for your comments. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. That just helps my channel grow and gets us out there.
And also comment.
Yeah.
Comment helps as well.
Yeah. But
So the YouTube algorithm think that we're the next big thing.
see you next
I'll
week.
keep that in.
Bye.
Bye.